Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to Hungary for round 13 of the 2004 Formula One season. Let's get started.
Located just a few kilometers from Budapest, the Hungarian combines just one straight of note with a complex selection of slow to medium speed turns. Opinions on this circuit are very much divided, but whether you love or hate the venue, it appears to have a long-term future in the F1 calendar, being the only race hosted by a country from the former Eastern Bloc.
Starting off with qualifying, as I come through turn 8 way too fast and crash into the wall on the right there, losing both my wings. Eventually, I find my way around the circuit, and that is a 133.76. Which goes without saying is very slow. That's what you get when you don't practice.
Hello there. Welcome to Hungary. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Schumacher consistently outpaced his championship rival, the Sauber driver. Trulli second. Raikkonen third. Alonso fourth. Rubens Barrichello fifth. Juan Pablo Montoya sixth. Jenson Button seventh. Takuma Sato eighth. Schumacher ninth. Massa was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts 10th. Panis 11th. Giorgio Pantano 12th. Cristiano D'Amata 13th. Zobonada 14th. Coulthard 15th. Chrisley Dorkine 16th. Webber 17th. Gianmarco Bruni 18th. The Sauber driver 19th. Nick Heidfeld 20th.
Here we are on the grid starting from 19th interestingly enough. Somehow, Heidfeld went around the circuit a lot slower than me. Didn't quite expect that. And with a big wheel spin we are off. And we can see a Minardi stuck on the grid there. Don't know who it is yet, but we'll find out shortly. For now, let's see if we can gain a few positions through the first few corners. Pass Weber and Bruni, then try to overtake Coulthard, and I finally slot in behind Panis, as Coulthard overtakes me on the outside. He's still there to my left. Gotta be careful here. He flicks the car to the inside and outbrakes quite a few cars. Meanwhile, I try to take the inside line. Luckily, Panis sees me and gives me room. I then lose a bit of confidence through turn 3 and he gets away, but I might still catch him through turn 4. Not quite. And here we have a replay of the start, loads of smoke coming off my tires. You definitely wouldn't want that in real life. And there in the background we saw the Minardi of Jolt Baumgartner stuck on the grid. Meanwhile we make our way past a couple of cars. This looks promising, I feel. Not only that, but the track feels a lot more drivable than it used to be. The corners don't feel as tight as they used to. We are on board with Hungarian Jolt Baumgartner as he watches everyone pull away from the grid. This isn't what he wanted to happen in front of his home crowd. He will be quite disappointed by this, and rightfully so. Anyway, coming through turn 13, we have Webber in front of us as I lost a couple of positions while we looked at those replays. But now, coming around to finish lap 1 of the 2004 Hungarian Grand Prix, we are in a very good position to try and outbrake Webber into turn 1. No need, as he slowed down dramatically due to the yellow flags, so did Bruni, and we are now in 16th. Bit of a shaky start to the Grand Prix, but we are looking good at the moment. Hopefully it stays this way. Just as we start lap 3, I pass Klian and go for a massive dive bomb on Panis. Sorry about that, I don't generally do that. I prefer to overtake cars properly, as I'm now having a look at Giorgio Pantano in the Jordan. Later, on lap 4, as we come through turn 8, I once again go wide. Luckily, I don't hit the wall this time, but that corner always catches me off guard. Lap 5, and we have Panis in front who was just passed by Pantano. Have a look on the inside, and we're through. So we're now in P14 and once again looking at Pantano in the Jordan. Oh, and there's been a spin. That was a Toyota, so it could only be Damata, as Pantano overtakes Ralf Schumacher who might have been involved in the incident. Let's find out. Here we have Ralf Schumacher with Damata in front of him and Massa in front of Damata. They come around turn 2 as Ralf Schumacher clips the rear of that Toyota and spins it around. So Schumacher was indeed involved in that little incident. Luckily, no one had to retire as a result of the incident. Towards the end of lap 6, people started pitting. So this means that we will gain quite a few positions, and judging by how early they are pitting, I suspect that some, if not most of the AI are going for a free stop strategy, which might play beautifully into our hand. And look at that, we're already in ninth. Just started lap 8 and there are even more people in the pit, meaning we gain even more positions. This is looking very good. I haven't had such a good Hungarian Grand Prix in a very long time. On lap 9, as I was approaching turn 4, I started braking a bit late and ended up going wide and lost a position to Alonso. But I'm sure we can get it back in the coming laps, so I'm not too worried about that. Lap 10, and I've been informed of an incident involving Ralf Schumacher and Webber. So, Schumacher is at it again, isn't he? And here's the replay. Webber passes Klian on the way to turn 2. Through turn 2 they are once again side by side, and it looks like Coulthard and Ralf Schumacher had an incident similar to Schumacher and Damata. Unfortunately for Webber, he was unable to react and crashed into the Williams of Ralf Schumacher, and my tires are beginning to blister. That's not good. At the end of lap 13 I had to come in for fuel and tires, and I'm followed in by Raikkonen and Barrichello. So let's see if we can get out in front of them. Technically we should be able to, but we'll see. Raikkonen is already off the jacks and he's on the move, while we are still not ready. And there goes Raikkonen and Barrichello. So they both overtook me in the pits, as I had a very slow 13-second stop. Let's hope that we can make up for that in the coming laps. We have no more stops, but the AI still has one more. Lap 20 coming through turn 8, and in a repeat of the incident in quali, I go wide, hit the wall and lose both of my wings. This means another trip to the pits, and this one will be longer than 13 seconds. So I eventually made my way back to the pits. This is a bit annoying as we are in 7th at the moment. Ah, great. He couldn't wait for another lap, could he? Thanks, jerk. It's a bit of a shame that there's no stacking in the pits in this game, but after nearly 40 seconds, we are ready to rejoin the track. Unfortunately, Massa will have to retire because of how the pit stops work in this game. Lap 24, just 4 laps away from the end, and I go wide on the exit out of turn 2, touch the grass, but luckily I'm able to catch the slide. We've just started the penultimate lap and we are in 10th at the moment, which is amazing considering our second stop. What is this? I have no brakes on my front left, and that unsettles the balance of the car, sends me into a spin and eventually into the wall, ending my race just 2 laps away from the end. And it was going so well until now. Anyway, here is a replay. I come into turn 1, start braking, but since I only had brakes on 3 of my wheels, that unsettles the car and causes me to crash out of the Hungarian Grand Prix. That's quite unfortunate. I don't really know what to say. It's quite annoying when this happens. There's nothing that can be done about it now, so let's just take a look at the standings, I guess.
At the end of an amazing Hungarian Grand Prix, here are the final results. Schumacher first. Trulli second. Jensen Button third. Juan Pablo Montoya fourth. Rubens Barrichello fifth. Raikkonen sixth. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Schumacher extends his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship.
Michael Schumacher continues to lead the Drivers' Championship now with 94 points. Trulli is in second with 60 points. We drop to third with 59 points. Fourth is held by Button with 53 points. Barrichello is fifth with 49 points. Alonso sixth with 40 points. Kimi Raikkonen is seventh with 31 points. Montoya eighth with 25 points. Takuma Sato holds ninth with 22 points. In 10th we have David Coulthard with 15 points. Ralf Schumacher is 11th with 14 points. In 12th we have Webber with 12 points. Massa and Panis share 13th with 5 points. And Klien and Damata share 14th with 1 point.
Ferrari move further ahead at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Renault are second, whilst third place is held by BAR.
Ferrari lead the Constructors' Championship with 143 points. Renault are second with 100 points. BAR holds third with 75 points. Our team is fourth with 64 points. In fifth we have McLaren with 46 points. Williams are in sixth with 39 points. Jaguar are seventh with 13 points. And Toyota are eighth with 6 points. What a shame to end the race the way we did. And I was doing quite well too. Now, of course, it wasn't my best race overall, but it was probably my best Hungarian Grand Prix yet, so I'm quite disappointed that I had to retire in such a fashion. Anyway, after a 1-year absence from the Formula 1 calendar, we return to Belgium and the fantastic Spa-Francorchamps circuit in the next race. I'm quite excited, so until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.